Something that I think we need to talk about more is moving to a mid-tier city in your 20s. A lot of us are aspiring to be in a bigger city like San Francisco, New York, LA, you know, the typical ones. But what do you do when you end up somewhere where you don't want to be? Sometimes it's a process to get to that end goal of that big city, and you may spend a couple years somewhere else, which is not a problem, but how do you deal with that? I essentially went through that growth process when I first graduated from college. I moved to Columbus, Ohio to start my first big girl job, and when I when I was moving there, I was like, hello, like never visited there before, besides for like a job interview, and didn't know what to expect. Although I moved to Columbus not knowing anyone and didn't really have any high expectations, I was able to build a beautiful, wonderful, amazing, and full life for myself within the 3 years that I was there. And now that I've moved out of Columbus, I'm like, dang, I kind of miss her. Like, I miss my old stomping grounds, like some of my favorite restaurants. Granted, I don't know that I could live there again. Who knows? Right now, she's not my journey anymore. I have other goals and dreams that I want to pursue in bigger cities. Your girl's in DC now. Hello, Chocolate City. Thank you. I'm very elated to be here, but I'm also grateful for the time that I spent in Columbus. But don't get me wrong, I definitely had some initial fears and disappointments to work through. If that's your situation right now, don't worry, I got you. My name is Joyce, and I host a podcast called Transplants, which is basically an advice podcast for city transplants navigating a big move and all the things that come with it, like dating, apartment hunting, making new friends, everything and anything in between. If you've just moved somewhere that is not your ideal city, then you should definitely listen to my most recent episode where I chatted with one of my college friends, Sammy. She moved from Austin, Texas to Tucson, Arizona, which is like, power to you, girl. I could never do that, but she experienced that same disappointment that you may be feeling. We chatted through dealing with all those emotions in addition to not only surviving, but thriving in your new space, even though it's in a city that you don't really want to be in. And you can listen anywhere you get your podcasts. Just want to leave you with a friendly reminder though, life is not linear. And if you're in a spot where you don't want to be right now, you have the power to make that change and make things happen. Sometimes you got to take a little step in order to get to the next level. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to sidestep before you can elevate. Thank you. But I promise you, life will get better.